Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Daily Lessons podcast. This is going to be episode number 24. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is going to be a pretty boring episode because we're going to be talking about real life and we're going to be talking about work. So today's episode is basically going to be about a guide on getting promoted. Okay, so let's establish some credibility right here. I've been working in a corporate America for about 6 years in total now. I have a degree. And this is just advice that I have found that works for me. This is advice that came from some of my friends and my family members who are, much higher in the corporate ladder. Maybe some of the parents of my friends as well, who are like managers and like directors inside corporations as well. And just some mentors and managers of my own that have kind of gave me this insight of, hey, this is what I think you should do to cover your own ass. So this is going to be your one-stop shop, your complete guide. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there typing out your comment, do me a favor and hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, baby. That's your only payment. And I promise you this guide is going to be really helpful, especially if you work in corporate America and you've been denied a promotion. Okay, now let's get into it, okay? Now, let's say you're at your yearly review. Your yearly review is coming around and you're expecting to get promoted, but oh crap. Guess what? Another year goes by down and you don't get promoted because your manager tells you that you don't deserve to get promoted because you didn't meet certain metrics, okay? So how can you exactly avoid this, okay? So first of all, I'm very sorry that happened to you. Obviously, I've been there, I've done that, and it's not a good feeling, right? But there are ways to counteract this, and I think a lot of people don't know this advice and they don't actually prep for their yearly review. Now, you might be thinking, how do I exactly prep for my yearly review? Isn't my manager supposed to tell me how I'm doing? Yes, you are technically correct, but you should also do your homework. And this is how I think that you should also do your homework, okay? Your manager should not be the only one that is actually bringing any type of feedback, any type of documentation, any type of presentation of the work that you have done. Because after all, you're the one who's actually doing all the work. So who should know best on how the work has been done? You should, right? Not your manager, because he's not logging in on your computer every single day, right? You're doing that. So you're doing your job, so you should know. Now, obviously, this is how I would go about doing it. It's basically going to be like homework. And I'm sorry to say, I know it's homework and you thought that homework is going to stop after, you graduated college. But unfortunately, at least for this aspect of it, it doesn't stop, okay? This is what I would do. I would effectively always communicate with your manager about the desire of you getting promoted, okay? So make sure that you make it clear that, hey, I want to move up the corporate ladder. I want to move up. And then ask him or her the question of, what do I need to do to move up on the next level? What do I need to do to get that pay raise? What do I need to do to get that title bump or that promotion? Whatever it is that you are looking for, ask that question. Okay? You should have a goal in mind and they should have an answer for you. Tell them about your career plans, whatever you would like to do, and create a plan with him or her, your manager that is, and get those expectations right and set it down on stone. Or really not stone for our sake, paper or email, right? Now, your manager should be extremely clear about the expectations and the quality of the work and just the characteristics you need to actually get promoted to the next level. And you should approximately do this somewhere around, I believe, like 6 months prior to your yearly review, okay? Maybe even sooner. Maybe if you just had your yearly review and you thought that you were going to get promoted and you didn't, but you want to make sure that next year or in 6 months' time that you actually do get promoted, sit down with your manager today and just ask him or her and tell them that, like, hey, I'm pretty disappointed because I thought that I did everything that was in my power to actually get promoted, but I didn't. So what expectations are there on an employee to actually get promoted to the next level? Okay? Once you ask them for feedback. Once you ask them that, okay? This is what you need to make sure that you do. You need to write it down somewhere. You need to write it down. You need to do it, okay? Don't wait for your manager to do something like this. You do it yourself because your career is in your hands at the end of the day. So I want you to go ahead and put in all the work that is possible for you, and just so you can be in control as much as possible, right? So type up that email about all the discussions that you had with your manager, and then send it to your manager, and just say something professional in the email as well, like, hey, if there's anything that I need to change, please let me know and I'll change it, but these are the expectations that we potentially discussed of me getting promoted to the next level. Now, that is obviously work that was done a year prior, 6 months prior, 3 months prior, whenever it was done, okay? In the meantime, while you're still working towards that promotion and waiting, don't just sit around on your ass idle and just wait. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and set up status meetings, whether that be bi-weekly or monthly, whatever works for you and your manager, whatever you're comfortable with, just so you can update them on your progress, okay? And make sure that you're documenting that as well. If you're putting in more hours than anybody else on your team, and that's something that your company is known to value, make sure you mention that on those one-on-one meetings, whether they be for lunch, for coffee, or just you sitting in his or her office, whatever it is, right? Make sure that you're doing that. And after every single meeting, make sure that you get a progress update from your manager as well. Make sure that you and him are on the same page. Make sure that you do not think that you're doing a great job while your manager thinks that you're doing a complete bullcrap of a job, okay? Make sure that you are completely aligned, okay? And then document that as well. I'm telling you, a lot of people, the reason why I keep on saying document everything is literally because I think a lot of people screw themselves over by not documenting anything. Because tomorrow it's your word versus your manager's word. If you don't get promoted, and you can say all you want, that like, hey, we discussed these were the expectations, and I met all these expectations. Your manager, you know what he's going to do? He's going to say, yeah, but he's going to turn his back around you, because his loyalty lies to corporate America. His loyalty does not lie to you. Do not fool yourself. And even if your manager is like literally the nicest and kindest person and he would never stab you in the back, corporate America is full with politics. Managers sometimes need to do things that they potentially will not like to do just to cover their own ass as well. And you should do that for yourself as well. Okay, cover your own ass. CYA. That's a life tip, by the way, so you should definitely take that into account. Okay, how do you document this? Email is fine. Just sending an email to your manager every single time that you meet. Just make it professional. And just writing down all the expectations that you have and all the feedback that your manager has given you. If any criticisms that you have, document that as well, so that in the next time that you actually meet with your manager, you can say, hey, these are the criticisms that you had last time for me when we met. And look, 2 weeks has gone by and I addressed those criticisms. This is basically just putting together a foolproof plan of you not getting rejected for the promotion that you rightfully deserve. And I'm trying to help you, equip you with the tools that you actually need. It takes a little bit of work, yes. It takes a couple of uncomfortable conversations, but it works. It works. It has worked for me. It has worked for other people. And I think that it'll work for you as well. So you should send the email as well. Make sure that everything is in your power and not your manager. You should be in control of your career and not at anybody else's mercy, okay? Don't be at the mercy of your manager, dude. Take responsibility and own up to your career, and make sure whatever goals that you have, you are working towards. And now, for the final thing. When your review finally comes around, after putting in all this work and documenting everything, when the time for the conversation of getting a promotion or getting a raise or getting a title change comes around, you have this complete portfolio and conversations, mind you, between you and your manager, demonstrating that you know exactly what this next job or what this next title is all about. There is no denying you that promotion then. And if you are still denied, which can happen, of course, because of budgetary restrictions or just life happening in general, or just favoritism being shown to other employees in corporate America. It happens. Don't let anybody tell you that it doesn't happen, okay? You might not get the promotion still, but yet you can still walk with your head held high and you can say, hey, I'm looking for another job. Or actually, don't tell them that you're looking for another job. Just start looking for other jobs and then get that promotion and get the title bump or the pay raise or whatever it is, and then make them counteract everything and make sure that HR will know then that all of this was laid out for you to get promoted, but you weren't promoted because of X, Y, and Z reason. And that's really all the advice that I have, honestly. I hope if you're struggling with your career, man, I hope you know that it gets better. You just need to keep on putting in the work as well. And that's really all that I have, man. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys need any particular advice that I can potentially help you guys with. Other than that, good luck. Good luck with your review. Good luck with any meetings that you have. Good luck with everything. And good luck with your job. This is Yusha. I'm signing out. Take care, guys.